a quick guide on the retention policy of the School of Teacher Education and the Bachelor of Physical Education. The STE retention policy is essentially a provision that pushes students to meet the standard academic requirements of the respective fields in the program. It is also a concrete mechanism by the School of Teacher Education to provide for further improvement of the probability for its graduates to pass the board exam or the licensure examination for teachers. Hence, in this very program, academic performance is of prime importance. This is to say that the STE students are generally expected to consistently perform within high academic standards. With this, all grades for all subjects shall be reviewed for a thorough evaluation by the program heads at the end of each year level, as high academic standards are set in all Bachelor in Secondary Education, Bachelor in Elementary Education, and Bachelor in Physical Education courses. This presentation shall provide for a general guide on how a student gets to be retained in the program. Specifically, let this be a retention orientation to the freshmen and transferees, and let this be a reminder to our old or regular students. In the School of Teacher Education, all of the students must pass all the general education, professional education, and major subjects enrolled in every semester. Also, all of the students must achieve at least an average of 85% in all subjects including electives. Students are then expected to garner at least a grade of 80% in all subjects taken in one semester, may it be general, professional, or major courses. Additionally, there should be no failing grade in all general, major, and professional education subjects. With 75% as the given passing mark, education students are challenged to really strive hard and go beyond a mere passing rate. As they would say, future educators cannot afford to settle for what is just enough. However, if it so happens, all grades below 80%, that is, all line of 7 grades, shall be subjected for a stringent evaluation by the STE program for a possibility to put the student under probation. And if the probationary status is granted, the student shall take lesser number of subject loads in the next semester. Specifically, for example, about 6 units less. However, if the student continues to underperform, for example, he or she keeps on getting a consistent line of 7 grades, that student shall unfortunately be taken out of the program. Nevertheless, waiver forms may be granted to students who academically underperform in a given semester. However, this shall only be provided after being thoroughly evaluated by the STE program. This waiver must also be signed by the parents, who really need to be informed about the condition or the status of the student in line with his or her being enrolled or retained in one of the teacher education courses. At most, about 2 waiver forms may be granted to a student depending on the program's evaluation. Once a student goes beyond that, he or she will unfortunately have to be taken out of the program. Also, for students under probation, they must all pass all their current subjects for them to be retained for the next semester. And should they fail to do so, they shall be advised to shift to a different course. The School of Teacher Education's retention policy is purposely set and implemented with the college's unceasing and passionate commitment for holistic excellence, especially that its very students are daringly envisioned to become educators in the near future, who shall be living exemplifications of ceaseless love for learning that starts in the womb and ends in the tomb. As the great Brad Henry would put into words, it is only through raising expectations and striving for excellence that our children can reach their full potential. Thus, future educators, you are called to passionately strive for excellence.